Hey guys, it's Ed from Your Michigan Compass. If you have not watched our Q&A video, you've got to go do it right now because I'm giving away a travel accessory pack valued at over $100. I've included everything you could possibly need to have a successful and fun vacation. There's a 10,000 milliamp power bank, 2 multi-plug cables so you can charge any type of device, a smart wall charger, Anchor Soundcore earbuds, they sound awesome, a Chromecast so you can watch your videos from your phone on your TV in your hotel room, a battery-powered motion light, and all of this comes with a zippered travel bag. All you have to do to win is be a subscriber of this channel or subscribe right now and go either answer one of the questions from that Q&A video or leave a comment of your own. I'll pick one lucky winner from the comments on that video on October 1st and announce the winner on the video right after October 1st. And now, without further delay, enjoy today's video. Hey guys, welcome to Your Michigan Compass. Today we're in Mackinaw City, and right behind me is the famous Mackinac Bridge, also known as the Mighty Mac. And here's a little fun fact. Did you guys know that in Michigan, we refer to people who live south of the bridge or under the bridge as trolls, and those who live north of the bridge in the UP as Yoopers? But we are all Michiganders. We've got a lot to see and do today. We're gonna hopefully cross over the bridge and take a look over there real quick. And we wanna get over to Mackinaw Island today as well and check out some of the shops in Mackinaw City. So there's a lot to do. So come along with us for this fun adventure. All right, well, we decided to stop at the Zodiac party store just into the Upper Peninsula. This is on Highway 2. And the reason I stopped is because I saw this sign over here and it says homemade pasties. And if you've never had one of these, then you don't know what you're missing. It is a baked pie with meat filling and some veggies. It's like a delicious meat stew inside a pie, and it is so good. So let's go in and check it out and see what else they have inside here. Another reason for coming over to the UP today was to get this beer, Upper Hand Brewery. I've been hearing good things about this, and it's only sold in the UP currently. Now, I ended up getting a variety pack, and actually 2 variety packs, the fruit one over there, as well as this one here. But this was kind of unique to me. They have an entire tap system here, and up above they have some of the beers that are on tap, and they had 2 from Upper Hand. I tried the Yellow Hex as well as Next Up. I really like the Next Up. It's a hazy IPA, and I ended up getting a can, a sealed can. It's a 32-ounce can, and they fill it up using this machine right here. And then they put a top on it and seal it using this machine right here. I've never seen this before. It was really unique. Plenty of UP souvenirs, like these stickers, Youper Man. Once a Youper, always a Youper. Say ya to the UPA. All these beer koozies. We have stuffed animals over here. And t-shirts around the back. Plenty more souvenirs along this wall, and towards the back, lots of tribal Indian souvenirs, Dreamweavers. Down below, some toys. Over here, we got some various jewelry boxes. Things made out of wood, some fleece blankets, and along the back wall, more t-shirts and hoodies. We have tons of that stuff here. And connected to the party store is a place where you can get fudge and pasties. Here's a quick look at the pasties available. They have traditional beef with roast beef, potatoes, carrots, rutabaga, and onions. We have a chicken pasty and a vegetable pasty, and even something else that's not shown on here. They have an apple pasty, but we're going to go with the traditional beef. So here's a quick look at our beef pasty, and we got some beef gravy to go with it. And we started digging in, and I forgot to actually film something, but this is what the inside looks like. It is amazingly delicious. Well, it wasn't long at all before we were headed back across the bridge to go to Mackinaw City. And as good as that pasty was, it didn't go very far with 3 people. In Mackinaw City now, saw this giant hot dog. And this is Wienerlicious. And we're gonna go check it out and see what kind of hot dogs they have inside. And it looks as though they've got some jalapenos and some relish, onions, ketchup, and mustard on that giant hot dog up there on the roof. And right there's a quick look at their menu. They have the Mackinaw, which is a Mackinaw City favorite, bacon-wrapped wiener with cheese sauce. Sounds really good. We've got the Chicago dog, the Coney dog, the bratwurst, spicy Italian, and Reuben dog. And they've got milkshakes, waffle fries, and I believe you can also get a do-it-yourself, build-your-own hot dog. All right, so there it is. There's the Mackinaw dog, and we got the waffle fries with chili. And right over here is the Chicago-style dog. I'm gonna give them a try and see how they taste. Well, those were some really good hot dogs, and the chili fries were amazing. I highly recommend trying a chili dog here. I was very, very impressed with their chili. Currently down in Mackinaw City, and just taking a look around, there's plenty of places to get things. There's Murdoch's Fudge Shop over there, and I believe they also have one over on Mackinaw Island. There's a KFC right in the middle of this shopping area. Plenty of souvenir shops. We've got the Mackinac Bridge Museum over there, and there's also a restaurant attached to that. Several other places down that way. And over on the other side of the street, we've got a few more restaurants, souvenir shops, and an entire shopping center we're going to go into in just a moment. Looking inside that window, you can see him making fudge in there right now on the marble slab. Right over here, Scallywags white fish and chips, and I've been watching them bring out that fish and chips, and it looks amazing. Looks like some really good fish out here. Nice little restaurant. And just to the other side of that, this building right here is where Kilwins is, and that's where they were making fudge just a minute ago. Kilwins is a Michigan staple. Our next stop today is the Mackinac Crossings Mall. We're going to head in here and take a look around and see what shops are in here. One of the first shops we come to is Enchanted Nights, and I believe they have a lot of Renaissance and fantasy type items in here, so let's go take a look around and see what they've got. As we walk in, we're greeted by a knight. Quite a bit of Ren Fair outfits. If you're going to a Renaissance festival, you might be able to find your next outfit right here. Over here, some t-shirts relating to the Renaissance Festival. Oh no, she's up there. And other similar things. Over here, some highly detailed fairies. If you're making a fairy garden, I don't know that I'd put these outside, but if you were going to make an indoor fairy garden, one could only hope it would be so detailed and so incredible looking with all these flowers. Look at this one over here. Very cool display they've got set up here. And if you guys are interested, here's one of their cards with all the details. You can look them up online and find out any of their info that you may be interested in. Plenty of tapestries along the back wall as well. This cabinet over here features some steampunk figurines, as well as a few devices, and even some weapons. Plenty of dragon figurines over in this area, from the small to the much larger ones over here. Over in this room, filled with various Renaissance-style weapons, swords, spears, daggers, more swords. Over here, even more swords along this back wall. We have hangers for the swords, and even some leather armor. Well guys, if you liked any of the merchandise inside that store and you saw the card, please look them up. You can buy online, they'll be happy to ship it over to you. I don't see a name for this store, but it looks to be like a comic book store, so we might have to take a look inside, see what they have in this store. Well, I didn't realize there's another entrance, and the second entrance does have a sign. It's Nerd Ferguson's, and they have lots of various comic book items and gaming supplies, and there's Star Wars stuff and much more. Plenty of t-shirts and various themed merchandise. And if you're a Doctor Who fan, they have a TARDIS inside here, and you can get inside and take photos. And they have tons of role-playing games, various books, and even more games. This section has plenty of superheroes on the walls and superhero merchandise. I haven't seen these stores in a long time. I've seen the shirts, but I didn't know they had any more standalone stores. And they have t-shirts, and the t-shirts look as though they're black and white, and then when you're out in the sun, the color appears on the shirt depending on the UV rays. Will tell you how colorful that shirt will be. Like this one here isn't too colorful because we've got a lot of cloud cover today. Over here, the Mackinaw Trail Winery, offering wine tastings. Down over this way, they've got a playscape that the kids can play on and enjoy themselves. Sunglass Optics, sunglass store right here. And it looks like another Kilwins. Maybe this one's closed. Maybe they moved. And it does look like that might be the case. Closed at this location today. Just over on the other side of the playscape, quite a few empty buildings over here. And I think that COVID has not been kind to the businesses in this area. This place, however, might be new. So in this building, you can make your own sword or knife simply by going in and taking a piece of metal and forging it. And apparently they will help you with that and show you how it's done. Pretty unique place. Looks like it's just opened as they don't have any signs, just painting on the windows. Over at this end of the mall, this clothing store has plenty of merchandise on sale. Looks like they're having a sidewalk sale of sorts. Lots of clothing. Much of it with up north and Mackinac Island and such. All very themed to this area. Merchandise. Some of it quite reasonable. $9.99 for this Mackinac Bridge windbreaker. Came inside the store to see what they had to offer in here, and it is gigantic. They have everything you could possibly imagine, from shoes, Crocs, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of various themes and whatnot. There is a ton of stuff in here, and most of it is very reasonably priced. I ended up finding a nice windbreaker for only $10. And here's that windbreaker I was talking about. It even says Mackinaw Island, Michigan right on it. There's so much in this store. I wouldn't be surprised if you could find Sasquatch in this. Fear not, it's only a statue of Sasquatch here inside the store. And they have one on the outside as well. And now we're heading upstairs in this store to see what's up there, because they have a whole nother section up there. Coats, pants, more windbreakers, even some button-down shirts over here. They have everything at this store. And just like over in Frankenmuth, they have a 3D maze here where you can go in and get lost in the mirrors. The House of Glass. Right next to the 3D maze is a theater, and you can see what's playing now is Black Widow, Jungle Cruise, Old Suicide Squad, and Space Jam. Back around the other side, we've got CJ's Grub Stop, Mac City Chips, and a couple more souvenir shops. And probably in the distance over there you can hear there's a performer over there. We're gonna go check that out in a minute. Over here, the Grand Traverse Distillery. They've got whiskey, they've got gin, they've got rum, they've got vodka. All made here locally. And it looks like they're doing some taste testing in there as well. Over here, Black River Vineyard and Winery from Sheboygan, Michigan. They have a tasting room here so you can go in and try the various wines that they have. And right here, Mackinaw Vintage Bicycles. Look at that old Schwinn bicycle, just amazing. Some really old, cool looking bikes inside that store. Just a quick peek inside the store. Some really cool bikes in there. And right here, psychic readings, past, present, and future. And get your fortune read. And next to them is Mind Thrill Escape Rooms. I don't know if you've ever done one of these escape rooms. They're kind of cool. Give little mystery clues inside to figure out a puzzle and escape the room. And this one, a nice play on words, Mackinacs, and it's axe throwing, where you can go inside and try your hand at throwing some axes. They've got t-shirts and stuff as well. Looks like they're closed currently. And right here, the Wacky Taxidermy and Miniatures Museum. And if you look in this little window display, they've got a mouse with a pet alligator. It looks like his wife's waiting on the porch for him. And this particular creepy location is home of Mackinaw City's haunted house. I guess it's open year-round, and you can go inside and get spooked because it's fun. And next to the haunted house is Ice Cream Dreams, an ice cream shop. A couple more t-shirt shops along this way to the other side. And out in front of us is the Municipal Marina of Mackinaw City. Over at Shepler's ferry boats, waiting to head over to Mackinaw Island. And with any luck, the ship will be aboard as the Captain Shepler. And it's right there. Hopefully we'll get on this one and don't have to wait much longer. Lots of boats over in the Marina area. All right, looks like we are gonna make this boat over to Mackinaw Island.
Shuttle for your transportation to Mackinaw Island this afternoon. For your general knowledge, life jackets aboard the vessel are located for those of you down below.
Here we are, we've arrived at Mackinaw Island. Just take a look around. You can see the fort up on the hill up there. Gonna try and check out quite a bit of this. We only have about 3.5 to 4 hours here before we have to return, but we're gonna see what we can get done in that time frame. Getting off the boat and looking towards downtown Mackinaw Island. Lots of places to eat, lots of restaurants, lots of shops, and lots of things to look at while we're here on Mackinaw Island. Right away, one of the first things we see is a horse and carriage. And there's also lots of bicycles. If you're wondering why it's horse and carriage and bicycles, they don't allow you to bring your car over here. There are no cars allowed on the island other than emergency vehicles. Most of the vehicles you will see here are man-powered. Plenty of souvenir shops, just as we saw in Mackinaw City. Here on Mackinaw Island, it's very much the same, except most of the prices are a little bit higher. Not all, but most. Over here, the Great Turtle Brewery and Distillery Supply Company, Mackinaw Island. Mackinaw Outfitters. And over here, the Great Turtle Brewery and Distillery Restaurant. And here's a look at the menu from the Great Turtle Brewery and Distillery. Got a few things on here that are interesting. Beer cheese flight. You get different beer cheeses and some crostinis, and then they also have poutine. Poutine is a Canadian thing, but it is delicious. It's fries topped with gravy and cheese. Might have to give this a try. We'll see. And the Great Turtle is inside the Lakeview Hotel. This is all part of the Lakeview Hotel, all the way back to that restaurant. Oh, and here's a little historical placard. This one's not official. Looks like it was put up by the hotel itself, but it tells you a little bit about it. And it looks like it was built in 1858. When you're over on Mackinaw Island, this is what a taxi looks like. Not exactly what most people think of when they think of a taxi, but this is what they are on Mackinaw Island. Right over here, the Windmirre Hotel. There's a lot of hotels here on the island. Right across the street is the Hotel Iroquois. Small little hotel. Over here, a little beach. And right next to the beach is the Mackinaw Island Public Library. And way off in the distance over there, the Mackinac Bridge. Looking at that from the main street here on Mackinaw Island. Lots of beautiful homes over here as well. Just amazing houses. This one over on this side, and that entryway is pretty unique. The sidewalks along the beach side are actually wood. They're wood plank sidewalks, so it's actually a boardwalk. This is that beach we were looking at just a few minutes ago. They got picnic tables over here. There's a lighthouse out there. There's another Shepler ferry coming over, bringing more people over to the island. Located just around the corner from Hotel Iroquois is the Carriage House restaurant. And this looks to be their menu here. They have the lunch menu and the dinner menu. And it's right back this direction. Heading back down to the shopping area, first thing we come across is Dolly's Jewelry Designs. Next up is Mary's Bistro, right here. And then we have the Draft House, Mackinaw Island Draft House, part of Mary's Bistro. Looks like it might be the pub. And another t-shirt shop right here. Mackinac Kids. All kinds of kids t-shirts and souvenirs.
That one that's stuck right over there. That's the one that goes to the ground.
Ryba's Fudge Shop. I remember getting fudge here many years ago. This is one of the famous Mackinaw Island fudge shops. And apparently you can rent bicycles here at Ryba's Bicycle Rentals. And in case you're interested, here are the prices depending on which bike you want to rent. And this is where we started. This is Shepler's. Over here is Winchester's Craft Food and Drinks, and I'll give you a look at their menu. Most of these restaurants do have their menus posted outside, which makes it convenient if you're trying to figure out what you're in the mood for. Heading further down the street just to see what is all down here. Lots of little shops, lots of unique places, and some familiar ones as well. Right here to the left is Kilwin's, and I'm sure you're familiar with that. We're going to stop inside and get something to eat. They have all kinds of delicious looking fudge. And it looks like he's getting ready to clean up the table and make some more right now. Down this way, some delicious looking chocolate treats, some candied apples, and some fancy chocolates. Unfortunately, no tables available, but there were some boxes sitting next to this building at Kilwin's, and we ended up getting some waffle bowls with ice cream, and oh my gosh, is this ice cream delicious. I ended up getting the toasted coconut. It's got little chocolate flakes in it, and the New Orleans praline pecan. So I just came across this as we were looking over at Kilwin's and getting some ice cream, and check this out. It is Haunts of Mackinac Haunted History Tours. And this looks really, really cool. Unfortunately, it says the tour is sold out. They have nightly tours that take you around Mackinac. That just looks really cool. Just past Kilwin's is Joanne's Fudge. And it looks like they have a pretty good variety of fudge inside here. And it looks like he's making peanut brittle right now. And right next to the Chuck Wagon, the best burgers in town and great breakfast too, is the Haunted Theater. It says, "Get spooked, it's fun." I wonder if they're related to the haunted house that's over in Mackinaw City.
Kind of disappeared.
There are lots of small little hotels located throughout the downtown area, and many of them have an entrance located inconspicuously next to stores, like this elevator here taking you up to the hotel. And it's located right next to the Great Turtle Toys store. All right, well, there's a pressed penny machine over here, and I think we're going to try and get the Mackinac Bridge penny. There it is. Across the street is Murdoch's Fudge, originated in 1887. I have a feeling we're going to stop there on the way back and get our fudge over at Murdoch's. And right here, another Riva's Fudge shop. Unfortunately, this one is closed for the day. Boy, I'll tell you, there is no shortage of sweets in this town. Here's a Saunders. Very few Saunders left that I know of, but here is one on Mackinaw Island. You can get their infamous cream puff fudge and their caramel and hot fudge. They also have ice cream and candies and other various good things inside. Looking back the opposite direction from where we came, and then further down the street. And as I mentioned, there are nothing but sweet places here on the island. We just passed Murray's Fudge. There's another restaurant here. And here's Murdoch's Fudge again. This is probably the 4th or 5th Ryba's Fudge that I have seen so far. Chippewa Hotel over there. And Dude's Market. America's oldest grocery store.
Where's the restaurant?
Over here at Mackinaw Island State Park, they have what appears to be a jazz band playing. Let's go check this out. Up there on the hill is the fort. We're going to head up at least to the entrance and check it out. I don't know if it's open at this time. Over here says Missionary Bark Chapel. Let's take a look inside and see what that's about. Beautiful church. The detailing on the stained glass windows. Just amazing. And now looking across from Trinity Church over to Fort Mackinac. Well, we ended up getting to Fort Mackinac a little bit late, and around 6:30 p.m. is the last rifle firing demonstration, and at 7 p.m. they close for the evening. We can, however, see one of the cannons positioned right outside the front entrance here. The view from up at the fort is just amazing. It's quite an incline to get up here. You see this guy over here on the right struggling with his bike to get up the hill. There's a lot of hills here on Mackinaw Island. And off way over there in the distance, you can see the lighthouse that we were looking at earlier. And then down in front of the fort, look at all the boats. We do want to grab some dinner, and we have a boat to catch to get back to the mainland.
You need to sit over here on the side, so, or go over there on the side. Just telling you how you can get it right here.
Over here we got a restaurant called Smoky Jose's, where barbecue and bourbon meet tacos and tequila. And there's some live entertainment going on tonight. Looks like it goes all the way down to the water down there. Over here, yet another bike rental. Plenty of places to rent bikes on the island if you want to get around. Starline.
Okay, bye.
Another ferry service to get over to Mackinaw Island. Mighty Mac Hamburgers. Looks like they're pretty busy. Coming up on Seabiscuit Cafe. Let's take a look at their menu. And now we're at the Butterfly House, Gifts and Souvenirs. Let's see what they have inside here. Butterflies mounted on display, as well as some really cool metal pieces of artwork. You can find books on bugs and butterflies. Signs, wind chimes. Taking a quick look across the street at the many hotels above some of these stores. Almost every single store has a hotel or an inn above it, even on this side. So we decided to head back to the Great Turtle Brewery and Restaurant because their menus seem to have more of the things that we enjoy, and we were really looking forward to trying that beer cheese flight. Our food has arrived. I ended up getting the whitefish battered in the cream ale beer batter. Looks delicious. There's the flatbread pizza and the Brussels sprouts. Well, guys, the dinner here at the Great Turtle was excellent. I would highly recommend it. If you're in town, stop by, give them a chance. They got great food. Well, as they say, guys, all good things must come to an end. And even though we arrived 20 minutes before this boat was supposed to leave, we barely got on board. I had originally hoped to record the sunset with the Mackinac Bridge from the top deck, but because the boat was at capacity, I had to take a seat on the lower level. I did manage to get this beautiful nighttime shot on the same beach where we started this video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's adventure. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to click on that compass so you can stay subscribed to future episodes just like this one. And remember, adventure is only a short drive away.